Hello friends and happy 2016! Now, have you ever watched a movie and ever thought, I want to be a part of it and join the likes of Harrison Ford, Christian Bale, Jackie Chan and The Rock? Or does no one remember those games anymore?
With every movie series, you bet there's going to be a video game made of it to cash in on the hype. But did you know that there are video games out there based on TV shows? And I don't just mean, the popular kids shows. I'm talking about shows like Iron Chef, The Shield, Dukes of Hazzard, and even Prison Break and The Sopranos. Damn, that's impressive. But with a story like The Sopranos, I can kind of see it. I mean, can you see a game made of TV show drama like The Soaps? That'd be stupid, right?
Get out of here.
Now, with so many licensed TV show games out there, it's a little hard to choose which ones to take a look at. But not me, because today we're going to take a look at the Doctor Who video games. Yeah, one of my favourite TV shows of all time. And I don't mean just some of them, I mean all of them.
Now sadly, I couldn't find any of these games on the list to actually show and produce gameplay footage from myself, so I'm going to have to rely on the powers of the internet to show you some gameplay footage and to give you some inside knowledge about the development of these games as well as how they played and their reaction. So without further ado, let's start with the classics.
Okay, first up is a little game on the BBC's very own console called the BBC Microcomputer System, or BBC Micro for short. It's amazing to think the BBC itself made a home computer console in the 80s and is older than the NES, but still younger than the Atari 2600. Now back to the game. This game was coincidentally called Doctor Who The First Adventure, starring the Fifth Doctor. Which means that even though it stars the Fifth Doctor, this is actually the first ever video game made for the series. Old Bill would have shedded a tear if he was still with us.
So, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look at Doctor Who, The First Adventure.
Okay, so we press the enter button and we get to choose where to start from? Okay, why? Why is this an option? Couldn't we just begin from, the beginning, as like all games do? Wait a second. The final mission is just called Box. What? Does this mean that the final mission's in the TARDIS, as it's disguised as a police box? Or are we just battling inside a normal box? Let's just continue with this. After a few more logos, we finally get to see the TARDIS and a rather funky 8-bit remix of the theme song. Not bad at all, guys. And after wait, there's only 4 levels? But earlier you promised there'd be 5 levels! But I'm kinda glad that the 5th one isn't in it, as we'd seem to be only doing battle against the frickin' Daleks or Cybermen or even the Sea Devils in a frickin' box! As Doctor Who... his name is just the Doctor, but I'll let it slide, as the Peter Cushing movies called him that also. Let's continue. As Doctor Who, you must travel through time and space to save the universe from destruction by completing the following 4 episodes. And is that meant to be a shocked or terrified face there? Face beams were a thing before the internet. The episodes are called The Labyrinth of Death, The Prison, The Pterodactyls. Although that is not how you spell pterodactyl, or is their proper name for this flying reptile, as it is actually called that name there in the description. There, yeah, right there. But I digress. And the final episode is called The Box of oh, for God's sake, I give up. Okay, still keeping to the box theme, I must say, though. Carrying on, we have to retrieve the key to time to restart the universe and to initiate the second age of time? What?
Did I just read a Stephen Moffat script right there? Oh, no wonder my head hurts. Ow.
Also, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the key to time can do that. Put something in the comments if I am wrong, because I haven't watched the Key to Time series yet, as there are a few more classic episodes I want to watch before then. Now let's continue and read more text. Hold up! If I'm successful in my mission, I'd be awarded a place at the Gallifreyan Time Academy? What even is that? But if I fail, then time will come to a halt and the universe will become silent and dead. My god, it is a Stephen Moffat script! Also, I will say I do like the take they've done with the regeneration deaths you take, but it will take 3 minutes of the time to regenerate, which is a clever move in my opinion. And the max you can have is 15 regenerations. Wait, what? Okay, this is dumb. And before you tell me that they didn't know about the rules of regeneration yet, as in the episode called The Keeper of Traken, the Master informs the Doctor that he's on his final 13th regeneration, and the Doctor informs him that that is an end of a Time Lord's life. So it shocks me that they got this fact wrong on a Doctor Who video game, which, may I remind you, that is being played on a computer console made by the BBC itself! Or maybe the people who made it had no idea of that and I'm just being a bit nitpicky, but it's still annoying. You are now ready to embark on your journey. Good luck! Press spacebar to... Whoa! Sorry about that, I got caught up in the text there. Right, onto the gameplay... Oh, come on! Oh, I'm done with this game anyway, but I can tell you that all 4 levels are based on popular video games like Pac-Man, Frogger, Battleship, and even Space Invaders. So yeah, it must be, it must be enjoyable.
Next up on the list is Doctor Who and the Mines of Terror, starring the 6th Doctor. Now, this game was released on the BBC Micro, the Commodore 64, and the Amstrad CPC. But we're going to take a look at the Commodore one because I think we'll have a better, chance of finding footage. So, without further ado, let's take a look at this game.
Okay, we begin and already I have questions. Like 1, when did the Doctor get a cat? And also, that doesn't look like the 6th Doctor. I mean, my god, if the other ports for the game look better than this version, you're not doing your job right. But I will say, for the time, the graphics are pretty appealing and pretty impressive, to be honest. So, onto the plot, or what there is of it, is to stop the Master from creating an army of Hedonites? Yeah, I'm not making this up. That's actually what they're called. Right, onto the mission and... Oh! Do I need that? Okay, let's pick it up. Come on! What? Oh, bugger this. Wait, that's a Hedonite? That looks like a badly done Dalek to me. Oh god, gotta run. Whew, phew, safe. Oh god! What the hell was that? Well, that happened. Oh, we're regenerating? If I know video game logic, we'll revert to the 5th Doctor to indicate how many lives I have left. We look the same. Okay, done with this. Next!
Next up we have Doctor Who and the Warlord, a text adventure. Moving on.
The next game on our list is Dalek Attack, a game made by Admiral Software and was released onto many consoles including the PC, Spectrum, Commodore 64 and even Atari. But we're going to take a look at the PC version today, so let's begin! So we begin with a somewhat okayish version of the 7th Doctor's theme song, which means and tells us that this incarnation is in the game, and then suddenly BAM! Daleks! Wow! Throwing us right into the intro, aren't you? We then get some backstory where we see Davros, creator of the Daleks, tells them that the human race is now becoming a threat to them due to their advancements in scientific knowledge, so they invade Earth and it's up to the Doctor to stop them. Wait, I can be either the 7th, 4th or 2nd Doctor? Okay, that's a plus! So let's go with the 4th Doctor, because, it's Tom Baker. Oh, and you can have 2 players? And they get to play as the companion?
Finally! A game that knows what it's doing! So far.
Alright, into the TARDIS, and let's begin! Oh, A sewer level? Oh, come on. Why would you start it off with a Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh! God! Damn! Oh! Spiral! Oh. Oh, thank God. Oh. Hey, buddy, you okay? Glad you're okay, buddy. Shall we continue?
Okay, so that was something. And what the hell am I looking at? How did I end up on this hover gun thing? And why is there strange creatures in the sewers of London? And what are those? Oh, they're trapped people. Okay, so the objective of this level is to save the human survivors who were captured by the Daleks. Although, at some points, I'm not sure I saved some of them. Did I just kill him? Oh well, moving on. To move around, you use Q and A to move up and down, and O and P to move left and right. Well, I've played games that controls worse than this. Oh man, Daleks! Book it! Wait, that's it? Okay. A little disappointing, but hey, makes things easier for me. So after saving / killing more survivors and beating up the two-headed Loch Ness monster, you progress to the next level, which is of course London! Sorry, getting things mixed up there. I've got to say, the platforming is really good. You go around collecting things to get points and, defeat some enemies. The background, however, is okay, but when you go up higher, it looks very meh. Oh well, moving on and... Wait! Did my sonic screwdriver just shoot lasers? And what am I throwing, grenades? What? Okay, I know in a game like this you'd have to defend yourself, but this isn't right. The Doctor would never use a gun or a weapon unless he really needed to. Okay, onto the other ground then.
I'm amazed they were even able to put that up at all. What with all the Daleks invaded?
There's not all that much to say about this game. You just go around platforming, saving people, killing Daleks and other monsters, and that's really it. But for what it is, it's quite an enjoyable game. Not bad, but nothing to write home about.
Next up on our list is Destiny of the Doctors, a PC game released in 1997. And strangely enough, it only stars 7 incarnations of the Doctor, when Paul McGann's Doctor, the 8th Doctor, starred in his movie just a year before the game's release. Weird not to include him, but oh well, let's move on.
This game also has some live action shots in it, starring the man himself, Anthony Ainley, as the Master.
The captive's champion has presented itself at court. What a surprise we have in store for this poor wretch.
And sadly, it was to be his final performance as the character, as he sadly died 6 years later. So let's dive in and see what's going on! The story is that the Master has taken control of a planet called Cyrolus, a planet made of pure psychic energy. And with this power, he plans to bend the universe to his will. And to start off with, he takes all known 7 incarnations of the Doctor from time and space and traps them all in a prison domain called the Determinate. But the Doctor creates a psychic being known as Grok, who pledges to stop the Master and save all 7 Doctors in the universe.
Something you've cobbled up yourself by the look of it. Well, good luck, Grok. You'll definitely need it.
The bulk of the game is going around all incarnations' version of the TARDISes and searching for the Doctors, while at the same time talking to the Brigadier!
In a tight corner, you can always avoid a Dalek by blocking its vision. Try hiding behind the sofa, if you can find one.
Oh, Nicholas, how we miss you. Sadly, that's all there is to say about this game, as you just go around to different parts of the TARDIS and even the Master's TARDIS, while dodging various enemies like Daleks, Cybermen, Sontarans, Ice Warriors, Yetis, Zygons, and many, many more. Until finally finding all the Doctors and stopping the Master and restoring peace to the universe. It's a very bland game and it sadly doesn't hold up very well today. I think the only redeeming part of the game is just having Anthony play the Master again and seeing him enjoying playing the character while mocking you in the process. I mean, look at him in that little car.
Get a move on, slow coach.
Adorable.
Now with the classic video games out of the way, on to the modern games! Is what I would say next, but sadly, that's all the time I have for this part of the video. But tune in next time for part 2, where Doc 2 gets revived for a new audience, as well as the video games do. So, until next time, I'm known as Whalley, and I'll see you guys soon.